So continuing with the Volantex Ranger 2000 build, today I'm going to show you how to install the antenna for the long range system and also how to mount the EZUHF receiver. My name is Dave and this is MinimOSD. Okay, so here's how I install the antenna wire. I cut a hole in the very end of the fuselage right here with an X-Acto knife. Next, I took the short cable for the EZUHF receiver, attached that cable to a longer cable. It's about a 12-inch cable. That then went to the antenna that came with the kit. And then I fed the whole thing through this hole. I made a hole here for the EZUHF receiver to come through. I just used a drill bit to start the hole, and then I carved it out the rest of the way with a knife, checking to make sure the end of the cable would go through the hole like that. Then I made a hole right down here on the end for the antenna to go through. And again, I used a drill bit that made it big enough for the tip of the antenna to fit through the hole. There's the bottom of the antenna. I then took a piece of 1/8 inch heat shrink tubing and fed that through the hole right here and back out the other end. I used a screwdriver that came with a kit to poke in the hole of the heat shrink tubing and help feed it through. Next, I took the EZUHF antenna and poked it into the heat shrink, making sure the heat shrink was on there good and solid. Then just pulled it through from the other end. Next, I poked the right angle antenna through the hole that I'd made, and then attached it to the threaded end of the antenna wire and fished it back inside. When I screw it onto the threads, I usually put a little bit of Loctite on those threads to make sure it doesn't come back off or become loose. I use this blue Loctite from Mercury Adhesives, which has a brush in the bottle. Once the antenna is fished inside, you can pull it through the hole so that it's fully extended outside. You can use a piece of white vinyl siding and just glue it on with some foam tack glue to cover the hole. Now the heat shrink tubing can be removed from the antenna, and you can attach the EZUHF receiver. The receiver can be mounted right on the flat place on the fuselage. I wanted to be able to get to the USB port on the EZUHF receiver right here, and since this little nub was in the way, I went ahead and removed that with an X-Acto blade. Came off pretty easy. Of course, I had already pre-cut it. I used the hole that I created here to run the wire for my EZUHF receiver. I'm going to be using PPM mode, so I only need the one cable. Once the EZUHF NANO receiver is mounted, it'll look something like this. The antenna will then run alongside the vertical stabilizer. So this is what the stock EZUHF antenna would look like when it's installed on the vertical stabilizer right here. So in the next video in the series, I'm going to talk about how to upgrade the stock 1400 kV motor so that you can use a 4-cell battery. I'll be using a Sunny Sky motor to do that, and it'll be a 1250 kV motor. So if you want to find out more about that and see the rest of the build series, don't forget to subscribe and click that notify checkbox, and then you'll be set to go. Thanks for watching.